Hey guys, Skylar. This time I'm doing a video on the Ontario Kukri, and I was looking at different Kukris and asking questions about different ones and which one I should get and what people thought about different ones. Condor makes one that I considered getting. Of course, you can get the Mashaks made by Ethan Becker, and that'd be a K-bar, which I imagine does a pretty good job, but I have not tried. But this is one that that was recommended by somebody that I really trust, and a lot of you know is Mike Gavko, and he did tell me the same things that I found wrong with it. Well, the sheath was what he didn't like, and is pretty much the only thing I don't like about it. Just to go over a few things real quick, this is the sheath that does come with it. It's basically a nylon sheath that is split on the back, so you can pull it out easy and everything. And so I'll start with the sheath first of all. Go ahead and get the negative stuff out. This is the leg strap that you get, and you can see here it's basically just stapled on. It popped right out of the end. I guess it probably was sewn, I have no idea. I handled it for 2 or 3 minutes when I got it out of the box. This is not from being out and being used. And I'm going to turn on a little light here. Now you can see a little better. But you can see the sheath is fraying, coming apart. The sheath is junk basically, but it's a shame that it came with such a nice blade. In fact, if it would have came without the sheath, I probably wouldn't have had any problem at all, because I wouldn't have been disappointed in that. So I will show you other things about it that I don't like on the sheath. You can see, if you look inside, there is, like, if you ever mess with the Gerber Parang, they have that liner inside to protect it. This one has nothing. So it's got some bad spots in there, and I don't know if you can see them or not. It's kind of hard to see down in there. There you go. But this is just a horrible sheath, and it's going to have to be replaced. And I'll go over that in just a minute, what I'm thinking I'm going to do. And the only other thing I did to change it was the lanyard that was on it was this same shoestring type stuff. In fact, I think it is shoestring, but it was on the lanyard, so I immediately replaced that with paracord. But that is no big deal at all. One other thing I didn't like that should have been done better was the edge that was on it when I got it. It was very inconsistent, and when I was running my finger on it to feel the edge, I was able to put some pressure, and as I ran my finger across it, it got sharp in other areas, and it cut me a little bit, but nothing was sharp enough to really cut me significantly. In fact, that I had to squeeze it to even get that bleed, so that the edge was nothing when I got it. It's a little bit better now. I have played with it since I sharpened it up, but so it is a better edge now. But anyway, the things about the blade itself, once I sharpened it, everything was fine. It was pretty easy to sharpen, so I had no problems with the blade itself. I do wish that they would have gone all the way down with the edge, because I do have that guard, and this is just a waste. I wish I would have had that there for doing some fine work, because now I'd have to come way out here to do it, and that's just it's not a comfortable situation. So I probably will profile it back to there if I think I can anyway. That's quite a bit of steel to remove, because it is a very thick piece. So well, what I'll do is I'll stick a little video in here of me using it as a chopper, because that of course is going to be its best thing. So let me see if I can stick this in here and let you see it. Okay, well, alright, I got that piece of wood out in my backyard, and I figured I'd just see how it does, and I was pretty impressed. You can see it's taking pretty good chunks out without too much effort, and that is the factory edge. That is not after what I did, so it would do much better now. And in fact, I have taken it out and tried it, but I was really taking some chunks out, and so I was pretty impressed. But anyway, so obviously as a chopper it does pretty well. Can't really complain. what I'll do is I'll see if I can queue up another section here. Okay, batoning would be the other thing. It is obviously a very thick piece of steel, so batoning isn't a problem. You can see I intentionally went through a knot here, and you can see that huge knot up at the top, and then I'm going through another section there that should be hard for it to get through. Well, whether or not it gets through it or not isn't a question, but it did bust the wood out. As you can see, it's fixing to crack it off from the side. So you can see there it's kind of, but the blade it didn't bend or flex or cause any problems. So anyway, as an overall knife for chopping, it did great. Batoning, it did great. Fine work would be an issue. You wouldn't really be able to do that too well. So what I was thinking about doing, you can see here, what I want to do is make another Kydex sheath, and I'm thinking about having it where it basically clicks in this way into it, so that it's not comes out easy. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I might get with Mike. I know he made one for his, and I could probably get some pointers from him, especially if I let him know what I'm planning on doing. Some of you may know, like, I love my Escobar, and I used it as an EDC for a while as a little fixed blade. It was great. Well, at Blade Show, I got the BK11, and what I was thinking about doing is when I make the sheath, make another section on the sheath, put this one on it. So basically I would have I guess you'd call it a survival system, or a camp system, whatever you want to call it, but I would have the small knife to go along with this as a companion, and I think that will work pretty well. And I already have this sitting around, so I thought it'd be a good one to use. This one's never been used or anything. It was something I got because it was $20 from the stand-up at Blade Show 2012. But anyway, that's my opinion on it. It had some good and some bad, but I think after I put the edge back on it, and maybe if I reprofile this, which I probably won't do since I'm going to be adding this, and getting a decent sheath. The sheath was the biggest problem, and I don't do very well at leather work, so it's going to have to be Kydex, but that's okay. This is kind of a tactical look anyway. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think, any ideas or suggestions, and I appreciate you watching, and I'll be back with another video real soon.